is Adam with So Wizard Podcast. Welcome back to the Commute. This week I wanted to talk about these Disney remakes they've been doing of all their classic cartoons. First off, they're being billed as live-action remakes, which I don't think is a fair billing because at least 50%, if not more, of these movies is animated. Just because it's more sophisticated animation, it's not 2D cell animation, doesn't mean that it's live-action at all. Anyway, I gotta say, the ones I've seen, which I'm trying to see them all, I do really like Disney, have been very solid movies. So that kind of brings me to my main topic of discussion for this week is, I don't know why people are getting so hurt, so upset, and so offended by the fact that Disney's remaking these stories. First off, a Hollywood remake is not a new thing. Second off, we know it's cheaper for studios to reuse IP they already have. It's already something sitting in their vault. They don't have to pay anybody for it again. They've already paid for it or just took it. Third point, most of these Disney originals weren't originals to begin with. All these fairy tales are twisted version of the Grimm fairy tales or other folklore from other countries. Sure, Disney takes a lot of liberties with them and forms out the stories more solid, gives the proper messages and all that. For example, Frozen, which is one of the biggest Disney movies of the past, decade, more. The original story of Frozen is terrible. The Ice Queen's hardly in it. The guy, what was his name, Hans, the main human male, his character really sucked. He was kind of an evil guy at a point. I mean, Disney does their thing with them, they Disneyfy them, whatever you want to say, but they improve on a lot of these things. But the point is, they weren't original stories when Disney made them the first time. You can't complain about Aladdin being a remake when it was a remake the first time they did it. Another thing that's been thrown around a lot is remake movies ruining people's childhoods, which is something I'll never understand. If you don't want to watch the remade Aladdin, don't watch the remade Aladdin. If you would like to see an Aladdin movie, the one that you liked when you were a kid, that still exists. Go watch it. Buy the DVD. Pull out your old VHS. Who cares? I just don't understand why this is something worth getting upset over. The quality in them has been great. The movies are delivering. They're bringing things to a new audience. And I think that should be my main point, is that these aren't for the 30-year-olds. They're not for the people who grew up with the VHS tapes in the early to mid-90s. This is for your kids. This is for a new generation who might not have experienced those. This could be for you if they're movies that you haven't seen in decades, and this gives you an excuse to revisit them. That's how it's been working for me. I don't plan on rebuying every movie I ever had as a child on VHS, again on DVD, then again on Blu-ray, and then pay for them on streaming or getting them again, I guess when Disney Plus comes out, that makes it easy. But I haven't watched The Lion King since I was a little kid. When that one comes out, I think it looks great. Why wouldn't you turn up? I kind of went on 4 different rants here in the last 2 minutes, but if you don't want to see the movies, don't see them. They didn't do anything to undo the version of the movie that you already remember, and they didn't do anything further to take the story away from its roots than they did the first time around. If you're really that much of a purist, go read the originals. A lot of them really aren't that strong. This kind of comes back to the same argument we've been seeing again and again and again, where people say they want something original. Original movies don't make any money. Or if it's too wholly original, they want it to be more like the thing they already know. Then if they make the thing they already know, it's too familiar to the thing they already know. I don't understand what's going on in the current state of movies. The only thing that seems to be pulling in any kind of audience are large tent poles. So if they're going to remake these classics they already have the IP on, they're going to remake the classics. If you don't support it, don't go and see them. You're not going to stop Disney. I'm just really tired of hearing people complain about Disney in general. I'm tired of people complaining about Disney remaking their own movies, their own IP. It's not for you. Watch the version you like, or don't watch them at all, but shut up about it. Anyway, thanks for taking this ride with me. I guess I'll cut it off before I start ranting about something else. Be sure to check out SoWizardPodcast.com for the show, reviews, recommendations, merchandise, and more. Listen to So Wizard Podcast every week wherever you get your podcasts. Also, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It really helps us grow our audience. We're working on more show. Again, thanks for watching.